Welcome to Slash Detroit for Wednesday, July 31st. Today's episode is brought to you by The Dirty Show's founder, Jerry Vile, and his new piece, which he calls Vessel of Hope. I believe that what the artist is trying to say with this piece is that Joe Louis shouldn't be our city's favorite son for beating the brakes off people. Instead, we should celebrate those who work with their hands for the merriment and advancement of humanity. For example, bakers. That's what he was getting at, right? It's pretty rare that the same local news can be terrible for both China and Detroit, but that's exactly what seems to be happening as Chinese investors look to buy Detroit real estate. After a report on Chinese TV said that they could purchase 2 houses for the price of a pair of leather shoes, their interest was piqued. But if people from Metro Detroit are frequently getting in over their heads by trying to buy foreclosed homes, how much worse will it be for Chinese buyers? And if Detroit has a problem with absentee landlords who live 10 miles from their properties, how much worse will it be when the owner lives more than 6,000 miles away? And what leverage will our courts and community have over these individuals? Who would have guessed that Red Dawn might come true, but with lawyers and brokers instead of soldiers and students? Apparently, Oakland County Executive L. Brooks Patterson has forgotten who he is. Surely he knows that his endorsement of any Detroit candidate would hurt that candidate more than help them. But he went ahead and endorsed Mike Duggan for mayor of Detroit anyways. He said, "Mike's been the kind of go-to guy when there are real serious challenges, and I think he's proven he's a problem solver, so I could easily work with Mike." However, he also said he's friends with Wayne County Sheriff and frontrunner Benny Napoleon, so maybe there's some reverse psychology going on here. Or maybe he bumped his head in that car accident a little harder than he's willing to admit. The M1 rail project is on and poppin'. Cranes Detroit reports that Californian firm Stacy & Whitbeck Incorporated have been awarded the general contractor bid and has partnered with Detroit-based White Construction Co. as subcontractor. The line will extend along Woodward from Jefferson to Grand Boulevard with 11 stops and approximately $187 million as the price tag. The Pistons are striving to remain relevant with a proposed trade for the streaky shooting point guard Brandon Jennings from the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks will receive dunk victim Brandon Knight and bench players Chris Middleton and Slava Krastov in return. In other sports news, the Tigers roughed up Steven Strasburg behind an Alex Avila grand slam and beat the Washington Nationals 5-1. They play again at 1:08 today to conclude their brief series.